I'm Flash and W fan. I need a better intro, but I'm Flash and W fan, and there's they're gonna be background noise here in a few minutes. I don't know how long it's gonna last. We're gonna try to enjoy the quiet as we can. So I'm Flash and W fan. And we're not ranking. We're gonna be comparing WWE wrestlers to Flash characters. We got Seth Rollins. Yep, Seth Rollins. What could that possibly be? Barry Allen. Now, might call me crazy because a lot of people weren't thinking this. Probably a lot of people were thinking it's going to be someone faster for Barry because he's always the Flash. Seth Rollins is pretty fast, okay? But not only that, they always come back in a way. You know what I mean? Like Seth has been injured many times, and finds a way to come back and do, you know, get the job done. Barry has suffered losses as the Flash and as Barry, but finds a way to lock up the bad guys as a CSI and as a superhero. Seth Rollins and Barry. Sasha Banks. Now, with the last person being Seth Rollins, you would think I'd put Becky Lynch on this person. No. Iris. Look, I know like Sasha and Seth aren't together. But this is not what this is about. Okay, we're ranking. We're really putting the season 1 characters together, like comparing them to wrestlers, but not their season 1 character traits. Just Iris as a character in the entire show, not just season 1. We're comparing season 1 characters, but she was in season 1. We're just counting all of Iris. She eventually became that boss-ish character, if you think about it. Iris, we are the Flash, like it or not. She became that boss time energy character. Like it or not, Iris was there. There was many times Barry referred to her as the leader and had her calling the charges when Barry was, supposed to be the leader. He gave that role to Iris when he went into the Speed Force in season 3. In season 4, we had Boss Iris. Sasha and Iris are, I don't care, that's perfect. Kevin Owens, serious in the ring, funny in promos, funny in promos and segments and stuff backstage. Cisco, the WWE version of Cisco is Kevin Owens. The other way around, Flash version of Cisco is the WWE version of Cisco is Kevin Owens. The Flash version of Kevin Owens is Cisco, and because Cisco is very funny, gave us the funniest moments in the show, a lot of them, in my opinion. And then when you need him, boom, he's on there. He's pretty serious about what he does, giving comms to the Flash in season 1 and season 2, I believe. I don't, and then no, it had a start of season 2 because eventually he starts learning into Vibe and becoming more of Vibe. Basically, all season 1 he was just comms. Part of season 2 he was just comms, but started learning his Vibe powers. So he started becoming more serious, and Kevin Owens is hilarious and serious, just like Cisco. So Becky Lynch, we were talking about this person earlier. I think she fits more of Caitlyn. Now, I wasn't thinking why until I was making it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna compare Becky to Caitlyn, but I don't know why. And then I just thought about it, yeah, in later seasons, they don't share a body no more, and they're kind of their own human of Killer Frost and Caitlyn. But there was a time where Caitlyn and Killer Frost were in the same body, basically the same person, but different minds, and basically all of that. So, Caitlyn was by technicality a bad guy, or a bad girl, whatever you want to call her. Becky was a heel, the bad person in the story, but she's also been a face, the good person. So Caitlyn and then Killer Frost being the heel version of Becky, and then Caitlyn being the face version of Becky, I just thought it would work. Roman Reigns, love him, hate him, say what you want about him, shove rockets up his butt if you want. Roman Reigns, a big family man. loves his family, absolutely loves his family. Big family man, Joe West. Big family man loves his family. They will do anything for their family. Joe West, do anything for Barry, do anything for Iris. Wally West was pushing Joe away, didn't accept Joe as his father, basically. Oh, my mom is dying and blah blah. You weren't there for all my life. You know nothing about me. I do these races, blah blah. You're not gonna stop me just because you're a cop. If you're a good detective, well, then why haven't you found me since now? With that, it's like, Joe's Roman Reigns, big family man. We know the Bloodline saga of 6 years. Bloodline saga of 6 years. Still going on now since starting in 2020. Bloodline saga. That brought up a lot of Samoan wrestlers up. You know, helped Samoan wrestling get elevated more than what it was. Roman Reigns helped out his family. He's a tribal chief. He feeds his family. Blah blah. This and that. Well, I know there's more. Okay, those are oopsies. Anyway, you might have just saw who that was, but we're still gonna give this little introduction. This is Triple H, and he's an evil corporate man, basically. He looks at your authority storyline. He was that evil, rich corporate man, the son-in-law of the owner of the company. Reverse Flash, Harrison Wells, Thawne, whatever you want to call him. Evil man, Reverse Flash, obviously. Big corporate man, though, owns a whole lab. This dude's rich, Triple H, corporate, whatever. Oh, and we're gonna just skip the entrances. Apparently, this is the last one. It freezes up, so when I click, it goes. Then I have to click again because I get confused if it's just freezing or not. Blah blah. Daniel Bryan is an underdog. Okay, Daniel Bryan is an underdog when he was in WWE, and he's kind of an underdog when he was in AEW. Now he's like retired or something. I don't know what he's doing. Daniel Bryan, big underdog. Even though he did a lot to not be an underdog, he still ended up being an underdog. Eddie Thawne, basically same situation here. He was always overshadowed by other people. Even when you thought it was his moment, he was overshadowed by, finding out that he's related to Eobard Thawne. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm never the main person. Even when I died for Barry, he ends up basically just repaying me by stealing my fiance. So, underdog, that's about it. So that's all I'm going to say here. We're just going to do this. Okay, that's all I'm going to say here. I'm Flashing Deadly fan, and not a lot of background noise, actually, because my brother took too long, apparently. So that's good for us. I'm Foff. I'm Flashing Deadly fan, and that was it for this video. If you didn't like it, then don't like it. But if you liked it, like it. Maybe subscribe. Bye.